Alright, what's up everybody? How's it going? Happy Friday. Hope you're doing well. As always, I am Ray Carcillo. It's New Game Friday, playing some Marvel Midnight Suns. And, yeah, we just got through the tutorial, so we're very early in the game. This is our player character. And I just had a brief conversation with Blade. And now we'll explore this area before we get into some combat, maybe.
Did I miss something? Or did Nico just raise the dead?
I definitely helped, but no, that's the one thing I can't do.
You were never able to raise the dead.
Huh? But she just did.
Maybe the hunter wasn't all dead.
Some part of them had to be alive, otherwise my spell wouldn't have done anything. Which makes sense, I guess.
So for those who don't know, this is Magic, Sister of Colossus,
Coming from a
Magic
vampire who
user.
loves
This is
sunlight.
Robbie Reyes, a Ghost Rider. This is Blade and Nico Minoru,
Half-dead hunter.
another Magic user in the Marvel Universe.
Hunter.
Some
Not
deep
sure
cuts
if you
here.
remember me, but
She's originally a
we met
runaway.
briefly Before. I'm
The witch who called me back from the grave.
Told you.
or Nico, but either works. And this is
Robbie Reyes. Oh man, never thought I'd be standing next to you. Got quite a rep. I mean, caretakers told us stories.
That's Ileana.
Yes. Yeah, what's up, Raymond? Yes.
And I think you
Yes,
already
he's
met
from the
Blade.
Runaways, and then, yeah, and Wesley Snipes here to teach us how to avoid our taxes. Yeah.
Caretaker has reformed the Midnight Suns.
Whoa. How did you?
Your power. I can feel it. I always do.
So, welcome home. I guess we...
I never left.
Right. Well, we can fast forward through the tour then.
No, don't fast forward through the tour. I just started the game. I don't know where anything is.
The Abbey is still, well, you know. The Abbey. Basic stuff. Dorms, war room, library, a few places to chill, and, whatever the hell the Forge is. Have to say, for a haunted transient castle raised on the cursed grounds of Old Salem, it's pretty cozy. Of course, that doesn't stop us from adding some improvements. We can all thank Robbie for the Wi-Fi.
I've been asleep for 500
and
years.
one
I
more
don't think
thing.
he knows what
We've
Wi-Fi
got some new house
is.
guests now. You think we're a fun bunch, just wait until you meet them. Speaking of, we're here.
Yeah, okay. Spend 10 minutes in this place alone, Bruce, then see. Oh, gotta go. Show's about to begin.
There isn't time for a refresher, much less that sort of training regime. You'll have
Caretaker's home for wayward sorcerers, scientists, and slayers. Sounds like something Doctor Strange would come up with.
Taking a big risk with your chosen one.
Did someone give you a cup of coffee at least? I know I'm useless in the morning without a little boost. We could probably have one of these witches or warlocks magic you over a barista.
The last thing I thought I'd be doing this morning was bashing Hydra heads across the Sanctum Sanctorum. I am so glad I decided to wash my hero pants last night.
you act as if I'm thrilled with the city.
I give it about 5 minutes before Tony starts in with his ye old joke material.
Oh, nice, Raymond. That's a
Sorry,
nice
Hunter.
little detail.
Never should have taken him to medieval times.
I imagine Caretaker will have a hard time putting you at risk so soon after your awakening, but I doubt Lilith will leave her much of a choice.
Easy for you to say.
Nothing about any of this is easy, Blade.
Ooh.
Yeah? Tell that one.
July 13th, 1689. A coven of witches from across the sea has sent for our help. I regret that I cannot do more, but Lilith and I are stretched to our limits. I've sent a moon seal to their home in Salem by the way of the Knights of Wungador. I have no doubt this will take care of the troubles they face.
7 hours?
6
All
hours,
right.
43 minutes, 8 seconds.
So we got some collectibles. I want to do a mission, but I also want to I'm like, there's all kinds of things I can explore. This is actually a pretty big surprisingly big map outside of the Abbey. No keys. Chests. All right. Do. Oh, da. I got the fire rod. All right. Tarot cards. I have no idea what these things do. August 15th, 1710. So I would see. So my character was 16 in 1710. So yeah, I've probably been asleep for about 300 years. I said 500 earlier. I stand corrected. Probably about 300 years.
Fascinating.
Yeah, I'll probably figure that out later. Do. Oh, look at this. I have to imagine Iron Man had something to do with this. Hey, water rod. Spider-Man inner tube. Purple and black. Maybe Nico? Do. It's not creepy at all. I'm sure as I'm running around now, I'm just getting what I can, but I'm sure probably more stuff will be more interactable as we progress the story. Again, I'm only just past the tutorial. If you out there have played any of this at all. I'm sure this probably opens up at some point. Is this where I'm at? Let's see. Okay.
This is which sign?
More arcane knowledge. Okay. Common masterwork. Oh, can hang pictures inside the Abbey. Oh, that's nice. Well, this doesn't look very mystical. Ghost Rider, I imagine, or Blade, one of their cars. Probably Ghost Rider. Or maybe something Tony is working on in his spare time. Something to take his mind off of all the voodoo that he does not like to do. Alright, invisible wall. Couldn't have put some rocks there. Anyway. Oh, a well to climb down? That always ends well. Again, this probably all will open up as the game progresses. Another pond. Alright, let's get back to the... Oh, wait. Sun. Oh, another tower card. Let's see if we, start making our way back towards the Abbey little by little. Well, that means something. Again, hopefully this will all become clear sooner rather than later. But I already picked up a few collectibles. Oh, Act of the Harkness. Dun, dun, dun. All right. What are these folks? Anything here?
Interesting.
Indra Moore. Jeremiah
Curious.
Kane. Will
What is
Walker. And Yelena
Intriguing.
Nikovic. More magic users from the Marvel Universe. Another chest. Add to the map. Another masterwork that we can add to the Abbey. It's a nice view here in the pocket dimension. Where can I hang them up? See any places to hang up the masterworks? At least not yet. This is the forge that everyone was talking about earlier. The chest to mark on the map. Oh yeah, the weight room. Moon Knight. Random heavy bag. Exactly, Raymond.
That is something.
Skull. We got some more Stark tech here. More tarot cards. The Star. Alright, I'm sure we'll be able to get we'll forge items later in the forge.
It's a cloak, not a cape.
Yeah, it sure feels lived in now by this hodgepodge of heroes.
A week ago, this place was like a tomb. A nice, quiet tomb full of things that knew how to mind their own business. And now it's a superhero frat house. Someone
Where
used
can I
all
put
hot
the
water this morning.
masterworks? I thought I could hang these in the description. Again, maybe later. Yeah. Alright, let's do a mission.
So that was Lilith, huh? She's a real 90s album cover.
Prophecies be damned. It's good to see that face again. You look like it was yesterday.
And you look older.
It's been 300 years. That might do that to a person. Even an immortal.
How long was I in that crypt, Sarah?
No more than a few centuries. You were missed.
Centuries? And what of Lilith?
Fallen by your hand. Until now.
Yeah, so speaking of Lilith.
Tony?
What? The kid's literally speaking of Lilith.
Tony.
That's my name.
Tony. That's Carol and Dr. Spooky over there. Here to help.
Help with what, exactly?
Oh, I don't know. Throwing the magic amulet into the volcano? Smiting the Dragon Mother? You tell us, kid. You are the chosen one, after all.
Do you recall anything of that last encounter, child?
There was a voice. The rest is hazy.
Oh, a voice. That's it? A voice? That's what we have to go on?
Results of your long crypt sleep, most likely.
A minor inconvenience. Everything required to restore those memories is contained within my sanctum. I will simply alert Wanda to prepare the necessary rituals.
Except magic don't work no more.
What? Straight to voicemail?
And Wanda's probably been kidnapped.
Must be mystical interference caused by this little pocket dimension of yours.
Perhaps Agatha can help.
Agatha dead. We saw her statue.
Allow me. Alato.
Whoa, what kind of network you running there?
The all-seeing eye of Ereshkigal who judges. Bound to enchanted Babylonian soul glass.
We just call it the mirror table.
Wanda!
Dark force, pushing against the wards. Stephen, where are you?
That's impossible. Nothing on Earth could possibly affect those wards.
Wanda's in trouble.
Wanda is trouble.
I'll go.
You'll need my help, of course.
Then let us make haste, Dr. Spooky. Our hunt begins.
I knew that was coming, that he was going to think that was literally his name. At once, Blade and Dr. Spooky. Off to the Sanctum Sanctorum. Who's symbiotum, which means obviously Venom's going to make his first quick appearance.
Lots of new blood around here.
With everything going on right now, we simply cannot afford to lose contact with the Sanctum or Wanda.
Yeah. We're going to go kill somebody. Let's go. I was going to say nobody else we can, This is very story-based. No, can't change the heroes. At least not yet.
Even given the fluctuations in the astral spectrum, I should be seeing something. Unless Bruce is right about gamma interference. If such a thing could even exist. The wards have been activated before.
I can fast travel to... Okay.
Or perhaps
I don't know why we just didn't go right into the mission after choosing the mission.
The prophecy of the Midnight Sun does not linger, and neither should we. Lilith possesses the Darkhold. If she forced her way into
we all know what that book is if you've been watching the last few years of Marvel stuff.
You are a sorcerer supreme. Can you not predict her movements?
Normally, yes. But since your mother breached the sanctum, my sense of the future has grown volutinous in nature.
Is that another language, or...?
Fuzzy. My predictions are fuzzy.
Timey-wimey, spacey-wacy.
For the first time as Sorcerer Supreme, I cannot foresee how the future unfolds, and with my apprentice in danger, we cannot tarry.
Your sanctum will survive. We shall see to that.
Indeed, the Sanctum Sanctorum has weathered its fair share of trouble over the years. Blaze storms, a few short-tempered celestials, that issue with the zoning commission. But this time, it feels...
You don't mess with the New York Zoning Commission. That is true. The greatest threat to many Marvel heroes.
Bolster the wards should she need it. Still, the wards are woven into the Sanctum's very essence. They should hold. In any case, all will be revealed with time. I suggest we make use of it while it still functions.
Yeah, Doctor Strange is now our buddy. Or a little bit, anyway. +1.
About time.
Yo.
Not just about time, Mr. Brooks. Time, space, reality, the building blocks.
3 of the 6 Infinity Stones.
All must be constant for my portals.
Look at that, Magic suddenly putting on her X-Men outfit.
As we now know, that is no longer the case.
We've heard.
Several times.
Otherwise, I would still be hunting dread maidens in my sleep.
Indeed. And while I certainly appreciate the view of this vista, I fail to see how it will hasten our return to the Sanctum.
Magic is the answer.
No, as I've just stated, magic is the problem.
Your magic is not ours. The ground you are standing on exists within 2 worlds. A mystical anchor point to Ileana's realm that allows her to... Well, I'll just let her show you.
Never seen before.
You are standing in limbo. Nexus of all realities, both real or otherwise. A chaotic but secret realm, beyond the influence of Lilith. Thus far.
Are you certain of that? Because I am sensing all kinds of...
Dark energy. That feeling you're being watched. General hellhole vibe?
Yes. All these potentialities converging at once? Truly surprising feat, Miss Rasputin. For someone so young, of course.
You think this is crazy? Wait until you see Manhattan.
From here, magic can open gateways to just about anywhere on our planet, and beyond. We don't want to risk punching through the wards protecting your sanctum, Doctor, so we've chosen a safe exit a few blocks over instead.
Couldn't be worse than the last time.
It was just a simple...
It was as simple miscalculation. Secure the 6 means they're on the east side. I guess lower east side.
Well, at least we know the wards of protection are still in place.
For now.
I suggest we hurry.
Oh, you're not gonna stop at Katz's Deli? Come on, Doc. And Hydra missions.
Arm Alpha in position.
think of the Game Awards yesterday?
I hesitate to call this good news, but I'm seeing minimal Hydra resistance between you and the Sanctum.
Looks can be deceiving, I'm afraid. There's no way these foot soldiers are behind the disruption of the wards of protection.
Yeah, the trailers. Yeah, exactly right. 2 for 1. Bada bing, bada boom.
Now that was something. I saw a move like that once, centuries ago. Keep your eyes open.
Time to bleed.
Bang! There we go.
Blade told me to mention your mother. Apparently, she's promiscuous.
That's pretty funny. I guess just finish this guy off, right? Well, it doesn't do any damage, it just repositions them.
Lilith has sent you here to die.
I should have done a redraw.
Hope you are prepared.
Oh well. Turn over.
Alright, that hurt a bit.
Follow my
You got a whip too.
We'll have to deal with a few more, I'm afraid.
That gamma spike we detected in your area seems to be growing. Let's assume that's not a good thing.
Gamma or not, I feel the hand of my mother at work here.
Blade's got full health, which is good. Alright, let's see.
Playtime's over.
Go.
Not bad. Not great, but not bad.
Hail that!
Let's do some serious damage to this guy.
I don't have magic healing.
Oh yeah, totally worth it. So we got 2 more card plays.
Come get it. I thought.
Yes, absolutely. I agree, Raymond, 100%. So, and now I'll do this. I will kill him. Get the card back. And be able to do a little more damage to the guy behind us.
Give people like us a bad reputation.
Oh, I thought the guy got the. I thought they got the card back. Well, might as well use the heal card while I have it. Yes. Yeah, I hear you, Raymond. I hear you.
Wanda is calling out to me. I feel her struggle.
Ah, look at that. This would have been great to finish off the other guy.
And I won't be doing that again.
Well, this should finish him, and that should win the round. Yeah. Level up.
Still in my pride.
Misguided as they are, remember, Hydra is still human, Hunter. Not Lilith.
You were saying? The lifeblood of the Mother pumps through our veins. The Mother is eternal. Hydra is eternal.
Wanna bet?
Gamma. Gamma cyanide pill.
Wanda! Wards! Weakening! Cannot let them fail!
See, I got somebody spammed the chat, and it killed the internet because I needed a new computer. No! Come on, settle back down.
No.
This always happens now for some reason with OBS, is that even though it's updated, I need to... I don't know, I think it's I need the new computer. Is that whenever I have to ban somebody... There's Venom, which of course is all discombobulated for all y'all. Whenever I have to block somebody like I just did there, for some reason OBS has just been going haywire lately, and I don't even know why. Because everything's green. CPU usage, everything's good. I just don't know why that does that now, and I don't know how to get it to settle. It also does not help that, of course, like... I'm gonna take my phone off the internet. I hope that helps a little bit. Otherwise, I might just call it an early night because, unfortunately, the only way, if this doesn't settle on its own, the only way to get it to settle is to restart the stream, and I'm not going to restart it at this point. And it really doesn't sound so cool. So whoever that person was to come in here with that spam garbage, and then I had to block them. Oh. And there we go. There we go. It settled back down. Just amazing animals. Amazing. There it is. It's smooth as silk again. Just... Ugh. OBS.
Well, that certainly escalated quickly. Do I even want to know what that beast is?
It calls itself Venom. Until now, a pale imitation of a very heroic young friend of mine.
We will feed your ugly tongue to the spider wizard. Marinate it in his stomach juices and eat it with his spleen.
Let's
see. So boost some attacks. Wow, Venom 133 health. Let's see if this I did my damage to myself because I didn't think that was the angle I was gonna take. I thought I was gonna go the other way.
Back to me.
It's all coming back to me now. Do some big damage with Blade. He heals. Alright, need to use ranged attack now. Okay. Not good. Alright.
Soon we eat.
Damn, this thing is nasty.
This house belongs to Mother. As you belong to us. We should start with your juicy entrails. Then slowly savor your delicious brains. Are the rest
Get rid of those guys real quick.
Thankfully, no.
Heal myself.
Oh, the light's gift. Let us see if they have an answer for this.
Quick launch. Hit Venom. Free Blade.
You were too weak for this fight.
Let's see. Let me get a different card here. Yeah, let's and then Dr. Strange. Oh, we actually have two card plays, so we could do this. Oh, but I don't think I had enough. I think that cost me too much heroism. Ah, stupid.
This
Oh,
would
no.
aid me in my fight.
Oh, actually, that was really worth it. Let's do it. It's gonna do a huge chunk of damage. And Doctor Strange smash.
Sometimes I even.
It's interesting that like They only level up when they do attack damage themselves.
Monoforms are for the weak.
That did a lot more damage than I expected. More Hydra soldiers. All right, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got?
Ready for this thing yet? Might be smarter to pull back until we know what we're up against here.
Yes. Surrender. Be eaten. Fill our belly with your tasty fear.
I shall fill your belly with my blade, demon.
Let's make them bleed. Gotta level up, Boost.
I'll put this to use.
Let's do this.
We will heal faster than you.
I doubt this was part of Lilith's
Hey,
plan.
all right. Didn't even need to do the bleed.
No escape from me, demon.
Hold up. We don't know what we're dealing with yet.
Such easy prey. What?
Hey, big guy! I was in the neighborhood, you know, being friendly. Seemed like
Yeah,
you folks
Raymond,
could use a
exactly.
hand,
That's a
Doc.
good call. Venom combined with Steppenwolf from DC.
Spider-Man!
Jeez, Eddie, what happened to you? That's part of a horrifyingly terrible new look. The tongue was gross enough, but whoa! Someone is extra touchy today.
We will rip your face off and suck the marrow from your bones!
Always nice to see you too, buddy. So, I'm thinking your friends here could use a little break. How about I take Eddie here for his afternoon walk? Don't worry, Doc. That's just his way of saying he cares!
Three stars. Nice. Huh. Oh, that's cool. You get like your own little comic book cover with your team and stuff. Gloss, is that like drip? Style?
Congratulations.
New world or not, some things remain unchanged.
The look.
What look?
Boldly charging headfirst into the jaws of your enemy. Courageously risking the lives of yourself and your teammates. Just to play the hero.
That's what we're doing. That's what the video game's all about.
This is the Fire Dragon all over again.
Fire Dragoon. My memories may be fragmented, but as I recall, I killed the bastard.
And all it cost was a village.
Of course. I see it now. The look.
Cut him some slack. It wasn't that simple.
It never is. Which is why I sent you to help. If Spider-Man hadn't come along today, we could have lost far more than...
Then the Sanctum?
Or Wanda.
She means I could have died. Again, putting an end to her eternal crusade against my mother.
You've been through a lot. For now, it's enough that you all made it back in one piece. More or less. We'll talk more later. Get some rest.
It's not good when Caretaker goes all glowy-eye on you. Friendship. Friendship.
Not to be the nagging old lady, but I told you not to push too hard. Now that things have settled down, you should get some rest.
You did okay out there, considering you were technically dead 72 hours ago.
An impressive first outing, just as I had expected. You're going to do great things, Hunter.
Hunter.
Is this where they're gonna be like, we're gonna teach you how to upgrade your look?
The Hunter stocks. Hey, for what it's worth, I think you did okay out there. You got some decent hang time, even given you were wearing, what, 70, 80 pounds of chainmail? On the Stark scale of reckless yet daring heroics, I give it a solid 6 out of 10. Don't worry, you'll get there, with a little help.
It is doubtful you could have done better. If you could, you would not have raised me from the dead.
Whoa, 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 don't go all rabid zombie demon on me.
I was like, that's a little aggressive, but...
You did a commendable job, considering you were, you know, reborn yesterday. I couldn't help but overhear Auntie Caretaker over there telling you to get some rest. That sounds like a good idea to me. I suppose I could keep you company on the way, seeing as our rooms are in the same direction and all. Besides, no one should be forced to walk the hallways around here alone.
Tony's scared of the dark.
So, here we are. The old room, huh? It's not bad. Functional. Solid construction. Almost cozy. Love the antique furnishings from the early Mephisto collection. Full transparency, Hunter, there's another reason I asked to join you here, other than my abject terror of this entire facility. Stopped here before, while you were out. Wanted to surprise you with a nice little housewarming present. Was all set to write you a lovely welcome note, but I'm fairly certain that wasn't red ink in your quill.
But I do not have a quill.
Even better.
Relax, Tony. I simply jest. It is an ink derived of the spider lily flower. Red spider lily flowers.
Of course it was. Obviously.
With just a touch of amphibian blood for power.
Haha! Another zinger. And we'll just leave it at that. Well, I suppose I should leave before whatever monstrosity that is most definitely hiding under your bed jumps out, rips my face off, and then proceeds to feast on my soul. I'll leave you to it.
May your sleep be filled with pleasant dreams, Tony.
Right back at you. Oh, and if you hear the shrieking of a grown man, please ignore it. It's just me, walking to my room.
Iron Man now available for combat missions.
Hi, I'm Tony Stark. But if you're hearing this message, you already know that. When I'm not saving the world, I solve the world's problems with technological means, like the one you're holding. I call it the Spark, a secure information and communication device built only for superheroes. It does all the usual. Private messages, pictures...
Oh, batteries are low. I'm going to run a commercial as soon as this Tony's done talking. Get new batteries.
Social
Be
network
right back.
exclusively for your cape-wearing, world-saving compatriots. You might ask, Tony, aren't you just repurposing a failed product from your communications division? If you do, I'll revoke access and let everyone else know you're a jerk. I call it the Wonder Man rule.
A Wonder Man rule. Nice. Nice deep cut. Alright, and we are back. First. Map and the heroes. All right, getting there little by little.
We were all so happy then.
Agatha Harkness and a young Sarah. Hey.
My old journal. Maybe it is time I start writing in it again.
Maybe.
There was never enough room for my armor in this thing.
Guess this might be a good look. I like the idea of having his superhero emblem on his chest, you know? I mean, this is probably the best one. But alright, I guess we'll go with this. Outfit added to inventory. Da-da-da-da-da-da. No, I think we're just gonna. I think, like I said, we're gonna go with this. With his superhero emblem on his chest. Very Iron Man-esque. Hello, mother. Hey, it's your hellhound.
Charlie! I know. I missed you too.
Let her enjoy the moment. She's been visiting your door every morning for the past 300 years.
Oh, it must have been so hard on her.
Not just her. I suppose that's why I might have been a little curt before.
A little?
You already made the ultimate sacrifice once. Maybe I'm in no rush to see you do it again.
We do not choose our destiny.
But we can choose to duck.
First lesson you ever taught me.
And still the most important. Especially now that you have all these eyes on you.
I have noticed.
To these people, you are a being of myth and legend, a grand hero of old. And they're right. You are a hero. But I also know the battle that rages within your soul. It's not enough that you are a hero. You need to decide what type of hero you will be. I'm sure there will be plenty of opportunity for that in the days to come. For now, I would head to the Forge. Our new guests are eager to show you something. This was a lot easier when it was just you and I beheading the Dark Legion as we traipsed through the woods.
Don't forget about Agatha.
I never could. Charlie was restless all night. I should have known something was wrong. We'll talk more later, but for now, Stark has requested your presence in the Forge. I think he has another present for you.
Blade cares.
Good girl, Charlie.
Hey, all right. Man's best friend. This will be our first.
Who is a good girl? It is my Charlie girl.
Hey, a new frame. I want to let me, oh, it's locked. All right. Why won't it let me put the... I have a painting. It's not the right frame, maybe? Alright, not a big deal. Yet. To the Forge.
Always on the hunt, right?
Next thing I know,
Now? Think you can tell your friend inside there to turn it up a few hundred Kelvin?
I could. However, it might shatter the containment spell preventing him from incinerating this facility.
I think we're good. And just in time.
The Forge has certainly changed.
Right. Caretaker said this all happened after your siesta. What spooky castle would be complete without its own Babylonian demon-powered furnace?
Sumerian fire demon. His name is Babs.
Oh, now it all makes sense. Well, once you get past the esoteric terror of the situation, I've found this thing actually has some uses. Molecular bonding, breaking down evil gamma serums, fashion accessorizing.
Yes, speaking of...
Oh, right. It's ready.
Your armor seemed to offer minimal protection against the Venom creature.
I noticed.
Yeah, I thought you could use an upgrade.
Well hammered, well fired. Caretaker did not mention that you two are such skilled smithies.
Yep, I am Iron Smithy.
Perhaps you should just try
Iron
it
Smithy, Dr. Smithy. Got some Moon Knight
Still think
vibes
I
to
could
it.
have used a cloak.
If it had a cloak, it'd definitely be Moon Knight.
Stylish, damn near indestructible.
What is this? Just lying around, random things to buy stuff with. Okie dokie. It's just all floating around now here for some reason in the.
I still think it could have benefited from a cloak.
I mean, I appreciate it, goodness knows.
I do not.
Oh, I've heard things you whisper to your cape when you think no one's listening. I hate to admit it, but somehow this ancient forge puts any arc reactor I've got to shame. Who would have thought mystically bound demon power would be so damn energy efficient? Or carbon neutral? Certainly got that new suit of yours done a lot faster than I expected. Speaking of, what's the verdict, boss?
It is nice having an armorer on demand.
Anytime. I tried to make this version a little less palatable to that symbiote thing. Was this close to making it menthol flavored. But tools are just one part of the equation. You gotta know how to use them too. You were out, what, 300 years before we woke you from your eternal rest? I'm betting you have questions, so ask away, Hunter.
You must have an interesting origin story of your own.
Well, just your typical American boy. Pops was a founding member of the military-industrial complex. Mom, a famous socialite. Tragedy struck when I lost them both in a car crash, which turned out to be a hit from a rival corporation. I spent my early teens at MIT, trying to clear my head, and was all set to follow in Dad's footsteps as a war profiteer. Then one day, fortune shined on me, in the form of some errant shrapnel that lodged itself just above my heart. So I did what anybody in that situation would do. I built a supersuit and started fighting crime.
I guess we have all had difficult childhoods here.
Yeah, no kidding. I can't tell you how hard it was to memorize all that at Skrull Sleeper Camp. Just kidding. Or am I?
I take it this new version is a technological marvel?
Impact-resistant carbon composites, some patent-pending alloy mesh, and a few touches from Dr. Spooky over there. And hey, the built-in communicator means we can talk to each other without sending a raven.
So it is a marvel, then?
Lightweight, nearly indestructible, and modular enough for future upgrades. Frankly, I wouldn't have used your old suit to wax the Mandarin's car.
Is all this magic a threat to your new technology?
It might surprise some people to hear this, but I do like some things with rules. Isotope decay, magnetic fields, and gamma oscillation make a lot more sense to me than Eye of Newt, bat wings, and a sprinkle of sunshine. At least they did before everything changed.
Take care, Raymond. Have a good one, buddy.
I cannot help but feel partially responsible.
Well, I wouldn't take it personally. We were detecting changes in both magic and science months before you woke up. But yeah, things have definitely hit high gear since then.
Seen anything strange around here?
What, other than my roommate?
Boom! Roasted!
But on a more serious note, this place is legitimately haunted. Mirrors look back at you. My room rearranges itself. And worst of all, magic cats.
I am sure there are worse places to be.
Oh, true. I could be rooming next to Carol. Her snoring is loud enough to wake the dead. Really, really tired people. Don't get me wrong, I'm happy we have a place free from Lilith's influence. While it lasts.
What sort of things are you doing in here?
Oh, that's right. You were out a while. Basically, we've got a gigantic demon inside the magic box here that provides near limitless power for whatever we might need. Sounds insane, but sometimes it's easier to just go with it.
Okay. So, why not magically create a way through that symbiote shield?
Have you ever known it to work that way? We can't just wish upon a star here. We need to know what we're making first and put together the right components. Otherwise, I'd have already whipped up Strange a new personality.
Thanks for catching me up on things.
Anytime. Oh, and speaking of things, remember that creepy gamma goop you found from that hopped-up Hydra soldier? Well, I gave it a peek, and it explains a lot. If you have a minute, meet me at the anvil over there, and I'll walk you through it. I promise it'll be worth your time.
Ah, Hunter. Hunter, your new attire suits you quite well. But how are you holding up on the inside? I know it's easy to look upon me and simply see the universe's utmost authority on all things mystical and macabre, Hunter. However, in addition to being Earth's Sorcerer Supreme, I am also your doctor.
You mean a physician of the medical arts? You jest.
I assure you, Hunter, I do not jest. They don't call me Mr. Strange, now do they? Except for Tony. Your awakening ritual was admittedly a touch more chaotic than I had originally intended, and, well, after your violent encounter with Venom, my oath to Hippocrates compels me to check in with you. Simply put, how do you feel?
You lost much yesterday, Doctor. I am the one who should be asking you how you are feeling.
I appreciate that, Hunter. I admit I did not expect the child of Lilith to have the capacity for such empathy. And you're right, of course. I, for one, do not know if I will ever feel 100% again after the events of yesterday. I still can't believe what transpired. The sanctum, all that knowledge, Wanda, lost. Swallowed whole by the black mouth of that foul Venom creature. With all my resources, all my gifts, I should have seen this outcome spelled out in the sacred geometry of this universe years ago. But I miscalculated.
Lilith's power has placed a dark shroud over us all, Doctor. You are not alone in this.
Your words are appreciated. Still, I must not allow the underlying truth of the situation to become shrouded as well. It's not just the Sanctum Sanctorum that was lost yesterday. It was my protege, Wanda. She is my charge, my responsibility, and I failed her. But I am determined not to let that happen with you, Hunter, which is why I am here to answer any questions you may have. Perhaps my wisdom may benefit you more than it has me thus far.
That creature on the roof. You have run into it before.
Unfortunately, yes. In the simplest of terms, Venom is an alien species living in symbiosis with a human known as Eddie Brock. He's something of a fixture in New York these days, but typically his hijinks are confined to harassing Spider-Man.
My mother has a gift for bringing out the worst in people.
Yes, and in this case, I happen to be the direct victim of her ambition. I fear the Sanctum may never be the same.
Tell me about your Sanctum's wards of protection. I have never heard of a protection spell that powerful.
In your time, I'm sure you encountered a variety of minor wards and protective spells. The Sanctum Sanctorum was shielded by one such incantation, but greatly amplified by the convergence of ley lines.
And no one has ever broken the spell? Ever?
There's always a first for everything, but I had honestly never imagined a scenario in which the wards could be broken. Perhaps it was arrogance on my part, but Lilith is among the more cunning enemies we've ever faced.
How did Wanda come into your care?
Wanda's story is quite tragic, and perhaps not mine to tell. There was an accident on the Abbey grounds not long ago involving Agatha.
I feel like everyone is avoiding mention of Agatha.
I can't say I'm surprised, but I'm afraid it's really not my place. You should speak to Sarah about her when you're ready.
Let us talk later.
Visit whenever you like. It's not often I get to converse with a true legend.
That is something.
Now, I doubt advanced gamma thermodynamics was a hot topic at Yield Demon Hunting School, so I'm just gonna give you the condensed version.
I appreciate that.
Closest I've ever seen to this substance is pumping through Bruce's veins. Part gamma accelerant, part unknown element. Calling it coil for now, given its unique atomic structure. Man, I love acronyms. This stuff is more volatile than Nick Fury on a Monday morning. But Hydra doesn't seem to mind.
They're using it to get stronger.
Exactly. A few drops would make your average salamander look like Fin Fang Foom. Thankfully, with a little help from Dr. Spooky and our haunted oven over here, I think two can play at this game.
You are not suggesting we start injecting ourselves with it?
No, nothing like that. Though I can see some future applications for my energy drink line. I was thinking we apply this stuff towards upgrading our equipment.
I like where this is going.
Just give me a little time here and I can whip up some pretty fun toys. How about we give Hydra a taste of their own gamma-powered medicine for a change? So, how's the whole saving the world thing going? Analyzing now. Got some upgrades for you, hot off the press. Or forge. Big Tony's Forge of Mystery, we never close.
Hunter, when you have a minute, come meet me in the yard.
Alright, we're gonna take that, and now we're gonna probably combine it. This is all crafting tutorial now.
Welcome to the yard. At least that's what we're calling it these days. Caretaker put me in charge of your training. Too bad she didn't listen to me yesterday. Now that we know what we're up against, I think we can all use the practice. Any questions?
I did, but they are about you.
Right when it's time to train? From all Sarah told us about you, she never described you as lazy.
I learn faster if I understand the person who trains me.
I can respect that. Go ahead.
Can I ask about you?
I guess.
Is your name really Blade?
Is your name really the Hunter?
Yes.
Oh, really? Your mom, before she became the mother of demons, looked into your cradle and decided to name her firstborn child the Hunter.
That is how I understand it.
It takes all kinds.
So, is your name really Blade?
No.
What is it?
It's private.
Is it embarrassing?
No, the Hunter, but I only share it with friends.
You do not consider me a friend?
Not yet. Don't take it personally.
How did you become a Dampier?
You say that like I had a choice. I was born this way.
How is that possible?
A vampire bit my mother. Problem was, I was still in the womb. I'm lucky I was even born. Don't know if that's how it always is, but that's the way it went down for me.
How long have you been around?
I don't exactly know. I think of myself as mid-20s, maybe. I lost a lot of time. Much of the last century was a blur. I have occasional memories, almost like coming up for air before being yanked back down into the depths.
What happened?
I killed a lot of vampires. I hadn't lost my mind exactly, but I got into a rhythm and never stopped. Never had a reason to stop. Not until I met Caretaker.
And then?
She gave me a reason to stop.
What brought you to the Abbey?
Caretaker. About 10 years ago, she brought me back to the real world. Gave me a place to stay until I came back to myself.
Did she ever say why?
She said she thought I'd be able to kill more vampires if I was acting on more than just instinct. But I know it was more than that. She gave me safe haven here at the Abbey. Something I'd never known. Must have read half the books in the library by the time I headed out. So when she reached out and asked me to be part of this weird little club, of course I showed up.
Tell me about the Midnight Suns.
All right.
Do you have any thoughts on the team as a whole?
I think we're the only ones aware of the danger Lilith poses to this world. And I think we're pretty green. But enough training will get us through it. Speaking of training, we doing this, or are we gonna keep wasting daylight?
I had more questions.
Of course you do.
Why did you join? Vampire hunting is a solitary affair.
Guess I never found the right team.
Is that all?
No, but that's all I'll share for now. You really want to know? Put in the work. If I trust you, I'll have more to say.
What can you tell me about the others?
Nothing. Ask them yourself.
I'm not asking you to break anyone's confidence.
Fine. Which one?
Tell me about Nico.
She's the youngest, but she acts like she's in charge.
Why let her act like that?
She's usually right, and she keeps us on track. I didn't think we'd get along, but we wouldn't be the Midnight Suns without her.
What makes you say that?
She has a lot of heart, and that's why we let her. Who else?
What about Robbie?
He's exactly what he seems. Well, sort of. He's open with people, easygoing. Sometimes that comes across as dopey, but don't get the wrong impression. He's quick to make friends, and once he does, he's your friend for life. So don't let him down, or I'll hold it against you. Anybody else?
What do you know about magic?
Keeps to herself.
That is it?
She's a private person. Until she lets you in, that's all you need to know.
When does she let people in?
At her own pace. Respect that, and it'll happen faster than you think. Anyone else?
Tell me what you think of Sarah.
Well, there are a few people I tolerate, even less who I like. Sarah, I respect.
Must do
She
every
sees
dialogue
the big
option.
picture, and we're a part of it. I'd follow her to hell if I had to. And from what I understand, we may have to.
I am surprised she commands such respect.
I'm surprised that you're surprised. You know what she's like more than any of us.
I do.
Anyone else?
Nobody else.
Sure.
Thanks, Blade.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Time to take it to the next level. Caretaker said I need to be a team player, so I guess I'm letting you choose for me too.
All right.
See you around. Later.
Credits. Just lying out here in the world.
Hello.
Well, hello there.
Well, hello there.
Like the way you move out there, Hunter. Guess Dr. Strange picked the right supernatural demon hunter to resurrect. I'm Carol. Carol Danvers. You can call me Captain Marvel. Kidding. Carol's fine. Just thought I'd throw a bone to the Avengers PR team. Not gonna lie, going a few rounds in Vampire Guy's Magic Thunderdome sounds like fun, but we've got bigger fish to fry. Well, not so much fish as that ginormous invulnerable sewer monster that swallowed the Sanctum.
Every lock has its key.
True, if only a man-eating alien demon monster hadn't eaten ours. But that got me thinking. Strange, Caretaker, and the rest of the funky bunch can try and magic their way through that shield all they want. If my time as a pilot taught me one thing, it's that sometimes you've gotta find a workaround. As in Hydra, they've gotta know the way inside. Steve's always said they aren't much for talking. But then again, I'm told I can be rather persuasive when I need to be.
Just how far are you willing to go, Captain?
Let's just say that I'm willing to unleash the power of a quantum singularity white hole on them if need be.
Quantum... what?
You'll see. Find me in the war room when you're finished here. There's a few things we should discuss. Oh, and Hunter? Welcome back from the dead.
So that's our next thing. Gonna go out with Captain Marvel.
Nothing is certain these days, but these readings are too distinct to ignore. The gamma signature is...
Sorry, Bruce, we lost you. Did you say Gamma?
Yes, get.
Feeling all right?
Sworn that wasn't there earlier.
Regardless of what Mr. Stark thinks, The mirror table was guiding our hand reliably for centuries before the advent of computers.
No, probably when I go back to my room now, I can probably... No reason to take something down. Go.
That looks good.
Hey, alright. Yeah, I guess some of them have certain shapes and sizes and whatnot, so... But there we go. Huzzah, huzzah. Magic by the poolside. Agents, yeah. I kind of want to look around again now that I know that there's other stuff populating the world. This little world. Alright, another picture. Oh. Find the 4 statues now. Oh, the old Midnight Suns. Well, now, I mean, some of these doors that we've seen around here might open, but now I'm kind of like, I want to go explore now even more. Nothing over here, at least for the moment. I wonder if more of the statues are, like I said, are behind those doors.
There are cracks in this wall.
And I cannot break through them. Yet. But I'm sure I will be able to. At some point.
daughter nuclei are being reabsorbed into the parent nuclei, which is impossible.
If the gamma signature from the Sanctum is really that unique, Bruce, then couldn't we just...
Sorry, still working out a few gremlins in the system.
Try sunlight, and whatever you do, avoid water.
Wait, you're being serious?
We should be able to track this new gamma signature to its source then, right? I'd do it myself, but we seem to be having a little IT trouble today.
Please. Old Central here is ready to grind through that data like chunk.
What exactly is a central?
C-E-N-T-R-A-L. Cognitive encryption, net transmogrification. We'll figure it out later.
Sending coordinates now. Hope your gremlins enjoy gamma spectroscopy.
Well, he's been a little moody lately, ever since, you know, the problem with the big old green guy.
I heard that.
Banner can't turn into the Hulk? Not sure if we should be frightened or relieved.
That makes two of us.
Oh, hey. Come on. Happens to everyone. Well, okay, not everyone.
Nice work, Bruce.
I know that place. Creepy abandoned warehouse in the bad guy part of town.
My favorite kind. Anybody up for paying it a visit?
Definitely.
Aw, see that? Teamwork goosebumps.
Find me when you're ready.
Find me when you're ready.
Multi-million-dollar piece of experimental technology, and she kicks it.
It's been a long time since I've been involved in any major undertakings like this. Maybe too long. It's nice to have a full house again. It was just recently that the Hudson Yards Development Restoration Association purchased this entire block. I'll let you think about that one for a minute.
All right, well, let's do it. Badass superhero slow motion walk.
Let's see. Trench coat, sunglasses at night, brooding personality. Someone told me these midnight warehouse raids are pretty normal.
Very.
This area in particular.
Gamma signatures and unstable isotopes aren't really in my wheelhouse, so we'll be patching Dr. Banner through from Avengers Tower once you reach the other side.
Probably can scratch abandoned off the description of this place. You seeing this, Bruce? Getting all sorts of weird down there.
Johann Fenhoff. That hack. I heard he was dead. Well, hoped is perhaps the more accurate description.
Calls himself Faustus now. Hydra's resident mad scientist.
Not just Hydras. Lilith's. That's magic coming from those crates. I can feel it.
Yeah? How about gamma radiation? You feeling that too? Because that's some pretty evil-looking Hydra tech down there.
Gamma and magic.
I need you to use your science brain on this one, Bruce.
We need to approach this situation carefully. Combining those energies is an explosive proposition at best. Think scalpel, not hammer. Stealth, not strength.
Yeah, I don't do stealth.
Kill them.
Nice little nod to Roxxon there and the billboard in the background.
I always considered Faustus a bit of a crackpot, but his fundamental science must be sound. The device would have surely exploded otherwise after your display, Carol.
Learned it by watching you, Bruce.
Trying to think. So can I like roll these up? I guess not. Pretty good.
So that's how that works.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. All right. Let's see. Used our move already. Might as well finish this guy off.
Leave some for the rest of us.
Play was refunded. That's what I like to see. Oh, if you fall, interesting. Oh, you can fall through the hole and die. Interesting. Good to know that as well. Let's see. Yeah, it's a shame I can't. I can only move once because I would move her here and then knock it into there. But looks like instead we're gonna get. This.
At least monsters are wild and unpredictable. These rent-a-mercs have no gumption.
Alright, well that didn't work. Alright. Damn. Everybody focusing on Captain Marvel.
Not out of this yet.
I've never been one to buy into the science of magic, but the data I'm seeing is hard to ignore. There are more things in heaven and earth, Horatio.
You know you're talking to a vampire, an alien hybrid, and a resurrected demon hunter, right?
First thing, heal Captain Marvel.
Appreciate it.
Let's see, she's got knockback. Who can I knock into who? I could knock him into a couple of these folks. suppose that's the way to go. Let's take this guy out. Movement. Nice. Alright. Took away some of my...
For Hydra.
Yeah, this is the way to go.
Let's do it.
Take care of that one.
Maybe you should teach me that one.
Whip this one into the hole.
How invigorating.
And now we just gotta wait for get more powers again. A little bit of damage.
Hostile reinforcements inbound.
We might be able to completely...
Is it possible he somehow stabilized the rate of decay within the particles themselves? How else could he be achieving such a high yield?
I don't know, Bruce. I'll be sure to ask him when we're done punching out the bad guys.
Alright, critical damage. Again, probably won't need... These are all weak guys anyway. It's...
I could have made that so much worse.
Should go binary. Oh, and it's free? Even that, I don't even need it, unfortunately.
It's on. Your mother.
That's interesting. That's good to know. 3 attacks from Captain Marvel.
You were too weak for this fight.
And she goes binary. And gets a little bit of extra defense, too.
Go, now, quickly! Let's go, go, go!
The perfect opportunity to field test Mother's device.
For the record, Bruce, I did not smash that thing.
Noted, Carol. Perhaps you might direct all that energy towards your newfound adversaries instead. And the mysterious cargo they're attempting to escape with?
Getting better every day.
One more time.
Alright, I'm gonna make her move. Because I can't see right now. Gonna break his guard. Bang.
Now I see why so many fear your strength.
So that's it for our turn. But next turn we can get the artifact. This is a lot of enemies to deal with, though. I hope these guys can survive.
You think that would stop me?
She's got plenty of defense. I don't have to worry as much about her.
You're starting to piss me off.
You're in trouble now.
Oof.
Good. I could use some more practice.
Preliminary analysis of the blast confirms high levels of gamma and various unknown energies.
Unknown to you. There's dark magic at work here. You must not let Hydra escape with it.
I was gonna say that might be it. Oh, we have to wipe out the
One
enemies.
less thing to
finish
worry
the
about.
mission.
Approximately
Okay.
16,342 more to go. I suggest starting with the remaining Hydra forces in your vicinity.
Points. I have. Oh, I can do redraws. Haha. All right. Yeah, let's just take out these two guys right here in front. Start whittling those numbers down.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
I'm gonna send him over this way,
Your
so when he
fate is sealed.
explodes.
Lilith herself could not best me. What makes you think you will fare any better?
Shouldn't hurt anybody now. No, yeah, didn't hit her. Perfect. Took out the two near him. Oh, she's got a lot. I thought just getting the artifact would have like just been like, oh great, cool.
Crystal clear. We won't be able to recreate Faustus's experiment or track potential future variants' gamma signatures without a baseline resonant sample from his initial occult catalyst.
Got it. Stop the truck.
You have earned this. Lilith has sent you here to die. I hope you are prepared.
What's up, David? How's it going? If you like strategy games, man, yeah, it's good. Alright. Let's see if I can get some good stuff for Captain Marvel. Oh. Oh, that's a good time to get some more defense and health points. Let's see. We've already used our move. Best one is to take out. This guy's a stronger guy, so we're gonna use her to take out this dude.
Is that all?
They cannot possibly match your strength.
All right, we should be able to withstand. Ah, thank you, dude. I appreciate it. Yeah, we should be able to withstand these attacks from these goons now, and then finish them off in the next turn, hopefully. Oh yeah, Captain Marvel, she's great.
These delays can be quite frustrating. Infuriating, even. I suppose by now I'd normally be tromping through the warehouse, hurling the puny truck at the moon.
Don't worry, Bruce. Got a pair of torn purple pants with your name on them.
Now that was something.
So let's see. There we go.
I am impressed.
Oh, no, now she goes binary again. That's right. We can also just finish this right here, so...
It's about time.
We've done it.
There we go. All right. Mission complete.
What is this thing?
Bad guy full of bad guy stuff.
I know those symbols from the time of the first hunt. That glyph means barrier. That one, almighty. Something, something. Gods and demons.
So a spooky bad guy crate.
Very spooky.
Yeah, David, there's a lot I wish that DC would do, but I'm gonna say this: I'm looking forward to the Suicide Squad game from Rocksteady.
Don't cross the streams.
Never do.
All right, I have to give them credit. They've made like 3 Ghostbusters references already in this game, and I'm only through like the 3 missions if you count the tutorial. $75 gloss. And friendship increased, or more friendship
Nice job
points, I
out
should
there,
say.
kid. I mean, I didn't get Hydra bombed until my 10th run with the Avengers.
Kid, you do know that I'm a good 3 centuries older than you, right?
Then you've got a lot of catching up to do.
Okay, Abbey tournament tonight.
Sure about that? Last one got a little heated.
The Eternal Spirits of Vengeance take technical fouls very seriously, especially in the fourth quarter.
Forget it. Tonight is movie night.
It is always movie night.
Exactly.
Wow, out of jail again? Who made this game? Wilson Fisk?
Well, if parking is free, clearly no one from Manhattan.
You know what they say? All work and no play is how we ended up with Ultron. Come on, you should hang out.
I should rest. Another time.
He remembers that he got his last team all killed to stop Lilith. Yeah, Spider-Man 2 and Wolverine, they're also going to be great, David. Absolutely.
How did this work again?
Aw, I want to hang out with Nico and it won't let me.
Come on, Hunter. I know you're awake in there. You just replied to me.
Yeah, okay, first I'm going to do room upgrades. Because there's achievements to it, tied to it.
Then I'll wait. Yeah, I should save that one for Hydra.
Bang.
Come on, Hunter. I know you're awake in there. You just replied to me.
First I want to see if I can put paintings up. I have a couple in my pocket.
I'll puff and I'll wait. Yeah, I should save that one for Hydra.
Okay. She's already repeating lines, so I'm just gonna answer the door.
Good. You answered. Getting hard to keep finding ways to say open door around here. And despite what Robbie says, I don't think the staff of one speaks High Elven. Blood magic stuff. Cool room. Spacious. Aw, is that bed for Charlie?
Yes?
So, if you're planning on giving me some sort of brooding code of the stoic warrior speech, I'm immune. Just ask later, Magic. From what I just saw out there, whatever crazy ancient living weapons stuff Caretaker put you through back in the day did a
Yeah, I
real
saw
number
that
on
too,
you.
David.
We
It's
got a lot of work to do.
Work?
It's very sad.
Yeah, talking
but,
to people,
he is
making friends,
he is Batman
basic
for a
human stuff,
generation, and
or quasi-human.
yeah, I mean I was gonna get that anyway, but yeah, especially
You're
now
at
that we know that
midnight sun now.
Kevin
One
did
of
the
us.
lines of Batman one more time in it.
Nico, I was just Hydra bombed. I could use some rest.
You and me both. Been bad dreams every night for me lately. I, keep seeing Wanda. She... Never mind.
I will meet you outside.
Yes! I'll go nuke us some popcorn and you pick out a movie. Oh, and it may just be the two of us. The others went outside, needed to cool off. Really need to hang a fan over that forge. Or maybe crack open the casket of ancient wonders a little?
Yeah, won't let me do anything with the paintings yet. Boo.
These missions can't be good for Caretaker's blood pressure. That's twice now her precious hunter has almost gotten smacked by Hydra.
Oh, there's activities you can do to increase your friendship with people. Very Mass
I
Effect.
know this entire situation's gotta suck for you. Not just
Yeah,
the
but it's
full
not surprising, David.
resurrected chosen one thing.
DC has struggled with
get
for the
why
last 10
facing
years with
Lilith won't be
leadership and a
easy.
cohesive
I was
vision,
15
and
when I
the
found
fact that
out
he's
my
coming
mother was
in, wiping the
capital
slate
E
clean, and
evil.
saying, "This is what we're doing." he's trying to be Kevin Feige, and honestly, that's kind of what DC has needed.
Sorry to hear you went through that.
It was bad, but I learned to deal with it. It's the only way forward, right? Look, I'm glad my mother is gone, but yeah, at times I just want to hear her voice again. Some days I'd give anything to make that happen. Makes me hate her even more.
I did not realize you carried such pain.
I just learned to bury it. You think I can afford a therapist on a superhero salary? I'm kidding. We don't get paid for this. Enough about our crappy parents. You missed out on decades of good movies. It's my solemn duty to fill this knowledge gap with the best examples I can provide. So, the first thing you need to know, the glowing briefcase is a metaphor. Can we do it again?
Yeah, 8 friendship gained. All right.
So, what did you think of the movie?
I understood more than I should.
How? You've been dead for 3 centuries.
I'm not so sure I was dead. Not exactly. I recall a deep slumber, not the void. I dreamt.
Of what?
Of everything. Much of this world is familiar to me. I know it from my dreams.
That's not creepy at all. So, do you know everything?
No, I think of it like this. I know what a car is, but I have no idea how to drive.
You're up to date, but not omniscient. Then I'm guessing you don't know much about me.
Just what you shared earlier.
You're always free to ask. Like, what's the staff of one? Or who were the runaways?
I had some questions about your old team.
The runaways? Sure thing.
Were you all heroes who banded together?
No, we were normal kids. We saw each other once a year when our parents got together to reminisce. And then we found out two very...
All their parents were supervillains.
First, our parents were supervillains who sacrificed children to evil gods. Second, each of us had some sort of powerful birthright. Our parents wanted us to follow in their footsteps.
What did you do?
We ran, but eventually we realized only the 6 of us could stop our parents and their dark gods, so we faced them and stopped them from destroying reality as we know it. You know, typical kid stuff.
Who was on the team?
At first, Chase with his mad science gear, Molly, our pint-sized powerhouse, Carolina, the solar-powered sweetheart. Gert had a telepathic link to Old Lace, a genetically engineered Deinonychus from the 87th century. I handled the blood magic, though I didn't understand it much. And Alex, well, we don't talk about Alex.
Where are your friends now?
Molly attends Xavier's School for Gifted Youngsters. Carolina left Earth to marry alien nobility. Gert, she didn't make it. After Gert passed, Chase and I had a falling out. The last I heard, he and Old Lace are living at his family home in LA. As for Alex, he chose his side, and it wasn't ours. He died with our parents.
I had some questions about your staff.
Sure. But first, the basics. The Staff of One interprets words or phrases as spells, but it can only cast a spell once. No repeats.
Can you tell me how the Staff of One functions?
It's, blood magic, so my own blood is required to summon it. You wouldn't believe how many adhesive bandages I go through each year.
What about the words you speak?
They come true. Kind of. And not always the way I expect. It's like making a wish, but you can never make the same wish again.
I had some questions about your staff.
Go for it.
If each magical effect is unique, do you worry you will run out of words?
Not really. I only use the staff's power when I truly need it. The rest of the time, I rely on more conventional means. Like, you know, magic.
I should get going.
Good timing. Looks like Caretaker wants to speak with you, and wow, I should get to bed. Time flies when you're hanging out.
She's just been lurking in the background the entire time.
I'm glad to see you're using your free time productively. Looks like you're finding your way around. Maybe making some new friends.
I was planning on getting some rest, but...
Things are moving at a frantic pace. For all we know, I'll be landing a jet on the roof with Mr. Stark this afternoon. Not quite like it was in the good old days.
To stand still is to move back.
You got that one from Agatha. She used to say it all the time. I always preferred, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Used to?
I am sorry. I should have had this talk with you much sooner. But you should know... Agatha... She's no longer with us.
What? That is impossible. She was so...
Fierce, indomitable, or maybe just kind to a fault.
You do not have to do this.
Thank you, but I do. I haven't spoken to anyone about what happened. And more so than anyone, you deserve to know. Agatha died in an accident caused by her protege, Wanda Maximoff, the Scarlet Witch.
Yeah, figured that. That's kind of what happens in the comics, too.
A powerful spellcaster in her own right.
Agatha isn't nearly
Perhaps
as...
the most
I don't even want to say evil as she was shown as WandaVision, but...
Wanda's abilities were growing. Too quickly for my liking. Agatha was determined to help her control them. I tried to caution her, but she would not listen. There was an incident. An accident, I'm sure, but...
Agatha was killed.
Yes, incinerated in an instant. Not even ash to remember her by. The others were heartbroken, as was I.
I'm sure he's coming, David. I'm sure he's coming. Well, actually, we know he's coming. We've already had a cameo from Spider-Man. It just, we're very early, very early in the game.
I sent Wanda away to the Sanctum Sanctorum to study under Doctor Strange. I know the others still harbor a great deal of resentment towards me for it.
Ooh, light choice, dark choice.
Wanda's powers were so out of control they cost a life. Your
Going with the
decision
dark
might save
choice.
lives, if not the entire Abbey.
I like to believe that, especially given her current situation. Wanda, Agatha, it seems we have lost them both now. I conjured a small shrine to Agatha's memory on the grounds, hoping to find some solace, a way to move forward. You should pay your respects. Maybe you'll find what I couldn't. Good night, Hunter.
Like 3 missions later, you can sprint now. This is either going to be a very long game, or... Yeah, like I already saw her shrine earlier, exploring. Yay, ghostly Agatha.
Agatha!
You always did have the most remarkable eyes, Hunter.
just like your mother's. Maybe that's why you're the first.
The first?
To commune with the spirits, of course.
Is this a trick of some kind?
She's a force
Because I'm
ghost.
not amused.
No, it's no trick, dear. You're just the first to see me. By now you've heard I had a bit of trouble with my corporeal body. I actually find it quite liberating.
You are dead.
Always straight to the heart of things. That's my hunter.
You seem strangely at ease about this whole thing.
After 1,000 years of living, you learn to take things in stride. Even death.
And what have you been doing all this time?
Meet me by the cave just over there. You know the one.
The Bloodgate? Caretaker always told me to stay away from that place.
I think we can safely lift the veil on a few more of our secrets. What's the worst that can happen? This ominous-looking portal is known as a blood gate, and you're the only one among us who can pass through it.
Bloodgate? Caretaker's handiwork?
Yes, Sarah got a little overprotective after the accident with Wanda. It's become something of a habit for her.
I have noticed that.
What lies beyond is meant for you, as much as it ever was for her. Assuming you're up to the challenge, that is.
You know I am.
I do. But it's always polite to ask.
Ominous indeed.
Trial of the Elder Gods.
There was a time when the blood stood within these celestial halls to prove their worth. This particular arena belongs to a goddess who often favored Sarah, Ashtor.
Sarah, Caretaker, was here?
Nothing ever comes easy, dear. The Elder Gods felt their descendants needed to earn their blessings, which is why they created these trials to begin with.
Trials? I should know.
This entire realm exists for that purpose. Trial by combat, with no chance of outside interference. Yes, but I may have found a loophole they never considered. Why don't you try summoning your four-legged friend?
Hey, Charlie.
Charlie?
True form, Charlie.
The old gods are responsible for a great many creations, including your faithful companion. I think even they tend to forget that. Good luck, dear.
Boy and his dog.
As the goddess of balance and order, Ashtor was sometimes called the giver of justice. You can expect a fair fight, or at least her idea of one.
Leave some for the rest of us. Now that was something.
Oh, it costs. I see. It costs power. All right.
You were too weak for this fight.
Let's see. Not any more cards, but I can throw the rock. Take take out a 4th. Oh, I do have another card play. Excellent. Let's see if we can't get something a little more useful. There we go. And a 2 for 1 because of the knockback.
Your mother abandoned.
And that's the last card I can play. But it does look like I've earned another hero point, which means use another Rock Slam. Alright, I think, yeah, that's basically all I can do at this point.
Compared to our girl, these hellhounds are nothing but mindless beasts. Don't hesitate to strike. They certainly won't.
They cannot possibly match your strength. I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
And this should do it.
Good girl, Charlie. Oh, and you too, Hunter. You finished this trial, but don't worry. The other gods are waiting.
I can edit the photo? How can I edit the photo? Oh, that's good to know. I can actually... Yeah, that's fun. Didn't realize you could change the comic book cover. That's a fun little detail I just noticed there. Hey, and now more of the area is unlocked. That's what we like to see. Well, I hope there's a way back up. There's a lot to explore already here. Moon Seal, Elder Artifact. Here we go. What do we got over here? Oh, we placed the Moon Seal.
This looks like it.
Hey, didn't even realize I got an achievement for that one. Look at that. All right. Which should open up this. Yeah, there's a lot. We've seen a lot of these closed doors.
Right to be wary of this place, but it's your birthright, and I think after everything you've been through, you can handle it now. The two of you, as well as your mother, are the last of your kind, the blood. Your lineage follows an unbroken line to the old gods themselves. And if you call upon them, you might just find they're actually listening. They won't work miracles for you, but their blessings can be quite useful in the right circumstance.
Unlimited power!
Why don't you ask the goddess Ashtor for her aid in dealing with that barrier over there?
Blessings of the goddess.
Oh, extra resources. And another key that, or another chest that we don't have a key for.
After all this time, it's still just as beautiful as the first time I laid eyes on it. It's hard to believe Lilith and Caretaker brought this place all the way from Transia. Of course, it was no coincidence that they wound up so close to Salem. This area is particularly attuned to the forces of magic. That's why the Elder God's influence was so prevalent here. And why our sanctuary here has remained all but impregnable over the centuries. And now I'm rambling on like an old sorcerer supreme. Why don't you come see me in the library tomorrow night? Oh, and let's keep this just between the two of us for now. I'm afraid Sarah, Caretaker, isn't ready to see me yet. Good night, Hunter.
Alright. Day is done.
Good girl, Charlie. Who is a good girl? It is my Charlie girl.
Alright, that's probably a good place to call the night. Save. A lot of auto saves. We'll do a manual save. And oh, look at that, we can also do photo mode. Oh, look at that. Huh. You make your own comic book. Oh, that's cute. Anyway, let's see. Yes, return to main menu. That will do it for us tonight. As always, I appreciate everybody who hung out. Have yourselves a great weekend. I will be back on Tuesday and Wednesday, and then I will be gone on holiday break until the 27th. So probably some more baseball on Tuesday and Wednesday. I know that's what most folks come here for. But I appreciate everybody coming out here and hanging out on a New Game Friday. And checking out Marvel Midnight Suns. And, yeah, if you like strategy games, I actually, you know, I was expecting something more along the lines of XCOM, but it's actually got more of a, it's kind of like XCOM crossed with Marvel Snap, and I think because there's less, one of the hardest things about XCOM is the fog of war. And at least so far, not having a scenario with that fog of war, well, it makes it not as hard, that is for sure. But it's, I think it's also lowers that, yes, exactly, David. It's a lot more like the, yeah, like that. There's also, I think there's like a hint of like Marvel Ultimate Alliance, but a turn-based aspect to it. Yeah, I think the fact that folks were they were leaning into a lot of the promotion for a strategy game, that might have turned some folks off, but I'm really digging. I'm 2.5 hours in. Well, 3 if you count. I did play the tutorial before I started tonight, like I said. Yeah, Ultimate Alliance, yeah. Whereas the only difference really was Ultimate Alliance was obviously real-time, and this is turn-based. But I'm really digging this. This, I think, was... Yeah, I think that they... calling it just a true strategy game, I think, you know, again, might have turned some folks off from it. But I don't think you should be turned off from it. I'm really, really digging it. So if you have $70, or holidays are coming up, we are, you know, days away from Hanukkah and Christmas. This might be something you want to pick up if you are a Marvel fan. Dang, I'm really digging it. 3 hours in. So, but again, gonna hope you all have a great weekend. I'll be back on Tuesday. Yeah, I'm digging it, David. I'm not gonna lie. So, thanks for the folks who stopped by tonight. I really appreciate it. My buddy Raymond stopped by. David stopped by. I'm sure maybe a few other folks are lurking, maybe, potentially. If not, if anybody watches after the fact, I appreciate you watching after the fact. But I'm just rambling at this point as we hit the 2.5 hour mark. And yeah, I hope you all have a great weekend. I'll see you all next week. And thanks for checking it out. Thanks for checking out New Game Friday. And if you haven't already, don't forget to follow, like, share, subscribe. You know all that stuff. You know all the deal. But thanks again, everybody. Take care. Have a good one. Bye.